Yes, to you watching UBC TV, this is another senior priest who has been working under the late now Archbishop Dr. Cyprian Kizito Lwanga. Father, in the first place, in Chitalo.
Chitalo nyo sebo era cheka chama chali nesiyama.
Everyone has a different opinion. Where does the loss of Dr. Lwanga leave Kampala Archdiocese, in your view, as Anthony Musaala?
Well, it's a huge loss. Personally, to me, it's a huge loss because personally, he was a father to me, and he understood me. We all have our differences at times, but at the end of the day, we were very close to each other. It's a huge loss for the diocese. This is a man of vision, very hardworking, and very creative. So it will not be easy to replace a person like that. However, we believe that everything happens for a reason, for a purpose. So it's not the end of the world. We will mourn, and after our time of grieving and mourning, life will go on in a slightly different way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Briefly give us a picture of what really happened where you had to disagree with him, much as later you agreed. What really went wrong? How did you come up with what caused the problem? We'll not go into the details, but how did you come up with what caused the problem?
Well, I think it was really a misunderstanding. Of course, I personally, I said a few things that I shouldn't have said, perhaps, and which were misunderstood. But after a while, the important thing is that we came to realize that I wasn't being malicious and he wasn't being malicious to me. So we were able to reconcile as human beings. Because I think that human reality is very important, that as human beings, even if we don't always agree, we can be reconciled. And so, to me, his presence is a sign of God's love in my life. And I think it was a moment of great joy when I was able to come back, and everybody was happy, and everybody honored him for that.
Okay. How did you come back? You know, your story has a lot of lessons, Father. How did you come back, and what kind of a picture was it with the process of your return home after you had annoyed him and a lot of people? How did you convince him? How did you get your way back?
No, actually, he called me and just said, "I'd like to see you," and he said,
He initiated the process.
Yeah, he initiated the process.
Wow.
And of course, there was a lot of prayer from other people and so on, but he actually initiated the process. He reached out to me as I was the prodigal son, and he was the father who welcomed me. And I believe that was an inspiration from the Holy Spirit. So I really honor him for that fatherly love. It's so wonderful to feel forgiven. It's so wonderful to feel that one has been welcomed and one is not rejected. So he made me believe in myself again, and he made me believe in him again. So I thank God for that.
You're not the only priest that had challenges with the administration. What would be your message to the others who maybe did not get the chance to return home?
Well, life is a journey, so we can all re-evaluate or reassess where we are in life and make the appropriate decisions.
Okay.
So if anyone has fallen out or did fall out with His grace, whether they're priests or lay people, perhaps it's time to say, okay, this is a new dispensation, it's a new reality. Maybe we can make another step in life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your message to the Ugandan watching you on TV about the loss of Dr. Lwanga and how they should look at it.
Well, first of all, His grace passed away suddenly. So my question to myself is, am I ready? So each one of us, the question is, are you ready?
If your turn comes.
Yeah, it could be today, it could be tomorrow. So we need to live in that readiness for what is coming. And we need to live in the present, because we're always planning for tomorrow. What will I do? What will I buy? Where will I go? Will I keep my job, my family? But we need to live gratefully in the present, and we need to be ready for whatever the Lord wants to give us.
You are known, besides being a great preacher, as a musician. The expectation was that you were going to record the song for your dad. You didn't.
No,
Have you put up anything? You can give us
I've
a
been
cappella.
so busy with all the arrangements, but I'm composing something. I've already composed something. But
Can we test a line here on UBC TV?
Sabasumba Chisito Lwanga Umula Mirembe Sabasumba Chisito Lwanga Weraba Sabasumba Chisito Lwanga Umula Mirembe Sabasumba Chisito Lwanga Weraba.
Thank you so much, Father. Yes, that is Reverend Father Anthony Musaala, and he says he has already composed a piece for his father, whom he honors for the forgiving heart, and as a sign which he takes as a great sign of forgiveness. You will all remember that Reverend Father Anthony Musaala had a disagreement with the Archbishop, who suspended him, but he says the Archbishop himself picked the phone and called him and told him, "Come home, you are forgiven." And right now he's among the senior people serving here at the